right, you guys. Good afternoon. And story time. You know, I just got good news for you guys. Well, July the 4th, they claim everything is going to be open back up and since the corona. And not only that, we have protesters down in LA protesting about that man named George Floyd. And it's causing a lot of riots. The first riot started out in it started out of state, and it just happened just recently since they killed him. And I heard the 3 officers got arrested. Now they out on bail. That is just one terrible resort to hear. And I go out, my heart go out to George Floyd and his wife and his kids, just to hear a lot of protesters going on here in LA, Santa Monica, Santa Ana. And it's just Black Lives Matter. And that is true because I've been hearing about that ever since Black History, February 21st, 2020. But those protesters are down there in LA still protesting. Whatever happened to the corona, that's been going around, they have no cure for. It's just one thing to another. And all the beginning of it, I heard that the people out in China have already approached the president at the time when this disease was going to occur. But the president listened. Because at the time it was going on, they were supposed to have impeached him. And then all of a sudden, there it goes with the corona. Corona came out, and now they stuck on the corona and the protesting of George Floyd. And all these riots and protesters going out here, fighting in West Hollywood, LA, Santa Monica, and Santa Ana. It all started out of Michigan where George Floyd got killed. And I seen his wife on TikTok. My heart goes out to his family. Lord have mercy, sweet Jesus, in the life that we in today. Well, anyways, it's just one of those times that we in a life that we did not chose to be in, but things is going to happen for a reason. It already was said in the book of Revelations. And this is one disease called corona. This virus they cannot get rid of is COVID-19. We had the Spanish flu. We had all kind of other flus they couldn't get rid of in the common flu. So this flu is one of the very vital flus we cannot get rid of. And there's so much going on top of it. Not only that, it's just so much going on in the White House also. So what can we do? We can't do nothing. So we just have to go on and walk with the Lord and believe in the Lord. Just keep looking up, because sooner, very soon, we are going to see the King. So that being said, anyways, today was my mother's birthday. And we had chicken. We had Church's chicken. We had pecan ice cream. We had vanilla cake. And we had rings and macaroni salad and rice and chicken mixed in rice. And that was her birthday dinner. And so on. I live in Atlanta. So I heard in the next 2 weeks on a Friday, everything is going to open up up here in San Bernardino County. But everything opens back up in July the 4th. I'm just waiting to go back to program. That's why I work in the program called the VIP. Well, basically, everything is going good for me. And hope everybody's been staying home. Stay home, save lives. I hear a lot of that on the commercials. It tells you about washing your hands. And then when you come in from somewhere, you have to sanitize your whole body down, just so you won't get the corona, because the corona is airborne. It's an airborne disease. So a lot of people has died of it. It's very serious. COVID-19 is very serious. I just ready for everybody to stay home and be safe. Stay home, save lives. But I've been sticking to that word. But I still have to go out because I'm a essential worker. And when somebody calls off of work, I'm on call. So that's one of my duties that I do. Yeah. So basically, I'm just sitting here tonight and just thought I might share some things with you guys. You know, my afternoon was fine, but this morning I felt so draggy. I stayed to sleep. I didn't feel well. So I got up and I took a good wash up. And what I do, got up and ate and went right back to sleep. And then I decided I'd watch some TV and get up and straighten up a little bit here. So now, so I just thought that I would just get on YouTube to see how you guys doing at this time of the COVID-19. Hope everybody's staying safe, sanitizing themselves, wearing their mask and their gloves at all times, because this is a very serious disease that's going around. And right now, I don't have any children, but hoping to have one come. Everything will come to pass with that. So that's been said. I have a fiance that lives around the corner from me. He just hoping and willing that I come over his house, but right now, it's just at the point to where it's just we in this time of COVID-19 that no one's supposed to be visiting anyone's home right now because it was said through the law. Through the law. So so we just have to stay home, save lives. So I wouldn't mind meeting them up somewhere time to time. Then, like I said, I have a sister. We were supposed to do girls thing out this weekend, but she could potentially knowing that we all under this quarantine, so she just stayed busy. And she worked as a real estate agent, so she's still showing houses on and off. So, and that's one of her. That's what she do to survive for her household and her family. So basically, I'm just sitting here on call, and I'm a essential worker. When I go out, make sure I wear my mask and my gloves, and then I come back in from work 1:30 a.m. in the morning. And what I do, I take a shower, and I take a shower before I go to work too. And I heard that people that wear masks get mass acne. They have something for that, a cure for that right now, because I heard about it on the news, to keep yourself sanitized, because sometimes you get wet and sweaty underneath those masks. So there's a time where you have to keep your mask clean by washing it with, so that all the fluids would not cause you to have face acne. So that's been said. Well, on top of that, today I had a good day. I chose to rest for the rest of the day. Which is tomorrow I have to be to work from 5 to 1:30 a.m. in the morning, which I am a essential worker. I basically love doing that. And I'm on call. Basically, like I said, I used to work for an agency back in 2003. It was called Destin Institute. I loved having that job at the time because I was working in Marina Del Rey in Santa Fe Springs is where I hooked up with the agency called Decton. I don't know if they still work. That temp agency is still there, but I heard they have moved around since then. I used to do housekeeping through the agency. Then I used to work in the kitchen as a food service worker, and I met plenty of good people there. And I met this one lady named Keisha. We used to do the functions, and she was working with the boss. And I used to work at Vons in the city of Redondo Beach. I used to love doing that, but not through the agency. At the time, I was going through a special agency called Executional Child, and I had to have a job coach on the site with me at all times, and I did pretty good. I was working for Vons for about 7 years, and then that 7 years that I've been there, I had got good benefits and everything. Because when you work for Vons, they give you good benefits. Even I was a I was a courtesy clerk, and it wasn't too fun to do that. You have to push the carts during the rain and heat and hot and sweat. So I tried to upper my career doing at the time, try to get into becoming a daily worker, and they didn't want to take me in. They had the people come in, and then they started come go out to doing that position or I've been working longer than the person. They come in, they just started working, then they put them in that position. So then I used to try to go and see if I could be able to do the produce section. They wouldn't hire me for produce, but I was a good worker. I always was on time, and I always stayed on base and do the things that was need to be done. So they had good recommendation about me. And I also used to take care of one of my fellow sister that has to go to church with me husband before he passed away. He was doing so good, and he was a diabetic, and he got a tack stuck in his feet, and then his leg got gangrene. He had to have his leg amputated. Then he got real sick and had heart failure and everything. But I was helping her take care of him as she go to work, and I would leave work and go straight to her house to sit with him while she's at work. And every day that I do that, I got paid under the table. I love doing that work. And then I used to work for another agency called Salus, and I was working through an institute agency for caregiving. And I was a caregiver, and I was working out, and oh, I was working all the way out in Palace Stage, and I was taking care of this old lady. Had a nice little house, living in a nice little neighborhood, and I did that for about a month or so, and I decided not to do it because I was already getting a set income coming in for myself. So basically, and then I took care of my mom when she got sick with dementia, and my sister had nurses and stuff come in like twice a week. But I also knew how to clean my mom and bathe her and stuff, and give her bed baths and change her diapers and give her a feeding tube because she had a feeding tube. I went to school for CNA back the time I was going to El Camino College, and then I went to school for medical assistant, and I went to SQUAT, and I took medical assistant, clinical assistance. So basically, I know all about that. I have skills, and so as I'm working for this VIP right now, I had also got chosen to go to San Bernardino College to work in the cafeteria. Sometimes I was on call for that. So basically, it's a good job, and basically, once I get hired through someone, then it'll be a good old deal. But basically, right now, we are at this trying time with this Corona and COVID-19. We have to stay safe and make sure that when you do so, make sure you keep wrapped up with your mask and keep your gloves on and keep your body sanitized. That way, nobody wouldn't have to get the corona, but make sure you don't be in contact with anybody with the corona, so that way you can stay safe. All lives, home, save lives. Stay home, save lives. Stay safe. And that's what I basically want to tell you guys. Everybody just have this time that we in right now. It's a very harsh time. It's like they cannot get rid of this cure. They cannot find a cure for it to get rid of this common disease, whatever you want to call it, but it's called the corona. And they call it COVID-19. So it's been spreading ever since. But basically, up here where I'm at in Atlanta, by next Friday, everything is going to open back up. But July the 4th, everything is going to be open. I can't wait to go back to the program. I work through the program, and we get paid by what we do. So we package up things and stuff that goes into the stores, like all the candies and things like that, and bubble gum, gummy worms, gummy bears. So basically, we do makeup, also packaging the makeup, and a lot of that be sold up in DD's, Ross, or you know, department stores like that. So I'm basically just sitting here, just chilling and resting, and staying home save lives, like I said. So basically, um, my birthday was in January. Was on January 17th. This past a couple of months ago, and I still feel young if I'm 23 or 22 years old. I can never feel no older than my age is. But so, that's just how it is. Well, I guess the younger you stay, the more you take care of your body, which keeps you younger and confident. So I'm very comfortable with myself. And I just want to say, guys, I love you. Just stay safe. I know that we at this time, peerless time, since a lot of people was dying. You know, But just like I said, stay home, save lives, stay safe. Keep yourself sanitized when you go out. Make sure you keep your hands gloved up and your mask on your face. So that's been said. I hear that they closed a lot of churches down and things out there. But relatively, I heard that some churches stay open in the midst of it all. But what can we do and what can we say? And it's a lot of protests going on ever since George Floyd got killed by those four cops. And now they're out on bail. And like I said, Black Lives Matter. All lives matter. It's just a matter of time. The things that we're going through as American citizen, we have to deal with it. And this will all come to a pass. You know, we all in perilous times. So what can we do? I just want to say one thing about this. We just have to protect ourselves and our loved ones and cherish every moment you have in life because tomorrow's not promised to you. So that's been said, you know, I just basically just stay at home and chill. Sometimes I go out. We go to the 99 or go to Food for Less, and we go to the places that's we have to really go out, and the stuff that we have to pick up and need. We go to those places. We don't go out to the beach and all that kind of stuff. I have friends and stuff that works with me. I see them on Facebook and they all out the beach and everything. But like I said, it's better to stay home. You know, stay home, save lives. But I cannot. Who can I judge? I can't judge no one. And then they had sent me a paper in the mail for jury duty. I did not go to that jury duty down in Los Angeles, LA, because I do not live in LA County. I live in San Bernardino County. Ugh. And they sent a second notice, and I sent it right back in the mail and wrote to them. I don't judge people, and they just want you to go in there and judge that person. You don't know what that person in for. I tell you. And you don't really get paid that much just for being in jury duty. They just chose you to go down there and take your whole time off work or whatever it's not, and sit there and judge another person. You don't know what you're standing in for, what they in for. I'll tell you the truth. And if you don't write them a letter or some kind of memo, they fine you for that. I have somebody told me in the store about them. They ain't never been fined. They ain't wrote them. They did nothing. You don't know what the cause of that person not being there. And that's just more stuff that just in American citizens um ship that it really just don't make no sense to be going down to no courthouse judging another person. You don't know what they're in for, and they call that jury duty for you to go down there and get paid for nothing. And I remember somebody told me they only got paid $15 a day just about going down there sitting in and judging another person. You don't know what they're in for. I don't like judging people. How about you guys? Anybody have a comment to that? Leave it down in the link and let me know. But like I said, stay home, save lives. And if you like what you hear, click on the notification and give me a like. Have a nice, blessed night. Love you guys. Bye.